Today we've been invited to Ornellaia, one of the most prestigious wineries in the region, where V&A has very kindly offered to show us around.
James, hello, pleased to meet you.
You too. Chris, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Welcome to Bolgheri, gentlemen.
We're very honoured that you brought us to this amazing place. And,
Pleasure.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Ornellaia.
Ornellaia. So we're here in Bolgheri, which, as you can see, is a bit of an amphitheatre. And that's very interesting to understand because historically the area was not famous for its wines, let's put it that way. They really came into focus around the late 70s, early 80s, and Ornellaia was one of the first movers. We have very different soils coming down from the hillsides behind us, and we have a very strong maritime influence coming from the sea. Temperature drops in the late afternoon, lengthening the growing season, allowing for much more diverse complex aromas to develop. See, for example, how green things are. We're in April, it's been a very rainy spring, but if you come back in the middle of summer, it will be as green. Is there a very high water table? We don't know, but the access to water and obviously a warm climate is fundamental. When it comes to Ornellaia itself, the founders who planted in 1981, the interesting thing is that they didn't start to do a wine just for fun. They immediately started wanting to do something at the very highest level. We don't have the luxury of having 200, 300, 400 years. We're only entering the first cycle of uprooting and replanting our plants. We're only just starting to understand in a very deep way what each parcel brings. So meaning that we can only improve, but we still have 200 or 300 years to catch up. If you put all that together, you have a very specific place, grouping of people, ambition that is Ornellaia.
In terms of investment, Italy's been the highest performing region, definitely in Q1 in the last few years. What makes Italian wine so investable?
Well, I think the very first thing is that the quality of Italian wines has improved immeasurably over the past decades, and the second thing is that it's been recognized as such. The international press is taking an interest, and Italy brings a new story. All the wine lovers in the world know their Bordeaux, know their Burgundy, know their Champagne, and within the past 20 years, but as you were saying, really within the last years, the collectability of Italy has increased because, for better for worse, it was starting from a lower base price-wise, not quality-wise, price-wise, therefore providing room for growth. I think you can see these three elements as a good starting base if you want to understand why Italy has become more collectible. It's one thing to talk about wine, it's another thing to taste it. Should we go and try it?
Go try some wine.
Yeah, let's go. Lovely. So gentlemen, we'll be tasting two wines today, Le Serenove dell'Ornellaia and Ornellaia. Both express what we have here, but in two different ways. With Le Serenove, we want to have something that is probably easier to drink young, more approachable, a great introduction to what we do at the estate. And with Ornellaia, of course, we want to have the quintessence of the Bolgheri terroir and an aging ability that goes way beyond 20 years. This is Le Serenove dell'Ornellaia 2021, Ornellaia's second wine.
So what differs the second wine from Ornellaia?
So both wines come from our estate, obviously. The idea with Le Serenove is to have a wine that can allow you to discover the estate, the terroir, what we're doing here, approachable at a younger age. You can enjoy, and that's one of the beauties of Ornellaia, fairly young, but you can definitely, we know for sure the 21 will last way more than 20 years. With Le Serenove, you get the enjoyment at an earlier stage. This is clearly what we're doing. Various parcels are harvested at the same time. They are fermented, aged in wood together. We don't touch them for a year. We know, of course, that this juice comes from this parcel, this juice comes from this parcel. And after 1 year, we taste all the lots. And that's when we decide, well, we're going to use the wine from this parcel, the wine from this parcel to make Ornellaia, the wine from this parcel, the wine from this parcel to make the Serenove. Ornellaia goes back for an extra year of aging in oak, and Le Serenove anywhere from 3 to extra 6 months. It's not a blind tasting, but we're giving all of the wines from the estate, from the different parcels, 1 year to develop, to show what they are, what they can bring to the blend, what they can bring to the expression of the estate. And then after 1 year, we taste everything, and then we blend the two wines. That's the idea. So now pouring Ornellaia 2021.
So how long has this been in the barrel?
This has been in the barrel for a total of 18 months, but it's rather 12 plus 6. It's the first 12 months of its life in the barrel, and the ones that we decide will go to make the final blend of Ornellaia, then go for an extra 6 months. Obviously very young. The amazing thing with the wines from this area, due to the climate, fairly approachable young. You're not, it's not harsh, aggressive tannins. There is a sensation, there is an immediate pleasure to it. But our recent tastings, our recent openings of some of the older bottles you have seen downstairs make us confident in thinking that this will age, as I said, 20, 30 years without any problems. You see the difference in style between the two. Here it's softer, rounder. Here I think we can talk about more depth, more present tannins, which we know are a sign the wine will age gracefully, and also the wine stays and comes back for far longer on your palate.